Well, first things first. Where on earth did we disappear to? um,
Yeah, well,
that's
more so you, but I mean, I
yeah.
guess kind of includes me just by association.
Yeah, the long and short of that is that back in November, I wound up having to move, and since
Yeah,
then, the only internet here we can get is garbage, to put it lightly. So that really kind of
yeah.
crippled anything we could do. The November Nintendo Direct, the one that revealed Cloud for Smash Brothers, was actually the
Oh
day
yeah.
before I moved, but we had massive technical difficulties, like on both ends, I think. So we wound up not doing
Yeah,
that.
on my end, I had. Yeah, on my end, I had. I couldn't even hear the direct. I haven't even gone back and watched it because I know like everything that happened by now.
Right?
But I couldn't even hear the direct, so I watched it and I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, I think like your headset died or something, and my computer went
Yeah,
ballistic with Windows Update, and I was like 10 minutes late to it or something.
yeah.
So we just wound up not.
Right.
I think it took you like a few days to fix what was wrong with your headset, or at least the rest of the night.
It took me the rest of the night. It was I had some issue with hearing anything with my headset. Yeah.
And then I kind of just figured that the internet wasn't good enough to do the Smash Direct, so I didn't even try that one.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it.
And then
That's why we're
obviously
not
the
like
Pokemon one was only 5 minutes. So.
yeah. That's pretty much it. That's why we're not
Which-
streaming or anything, or I have no way to share a screen of what I'm playing anymore to Enos, so that's just something that has to be dealt with at the moment.
We've not tested that, but we're kind of assuming with the internet the way that it is.
No, we did test the screen share on
'cause-
Skype
well, yeah,
with
that's
like
true.
Hearthstone or something,
That is
and you
true.
said it was awful.
Yeah, we tested Hearthstone on it. Hearthstone was absolutely awful. That's actually a good point.
The,
I was getting like half a frame a second.
the consequences in regards to this reaction are going to be the video quality might be a little bit lower, just so that I alleviate the chance of it having to buffer. And Eno's audio quality might be a little worse,
Yeah.
I guess is the only way to put it. It's still fine, I think, but it might not be as good as it used to be.
Right.
I was also going to take a minute to talk about like what games we've been playing lately, but since we're not doing this live, we really don't have a lot of time to kill. We can just kind of go whenever.
Yeah, we don't have any time to kill. I mean, we can cover a few things. Like like I mentioned, we didn't cover the Pokemon Moon and Sun. The Pokemon Direct. And of course, Pokemon Moon and Sun were kind of spoiled for us.
Yeah.
The day before, along with everybody else. So
Yeah,
it's kind of like
which is
after
what
that, with this one coming so quick, we just did a blackout of media for this one because
because
we're just tired of the leaks.
That was something else I was going to mention is like all the people doing these leaks, knock it off. you're starting to make people angry, I think. This direct was announced only a day in advance, and there was still a leak. Like, people have no self-control. I did manage to block this one out. Now, I heard that the leak... I had my friend Dusty did read the leak, and he said that it wasn't everything. It was, it was accurate, but there was a bunch of stuff they're going to show that was not in the leak. So that's good. It's a little silver lining there, I guess. But I think again, people were digging through copyrights and found a copyright registration for something that was in the leak for this direct, and I was like, can't you guys just leave it alone? Like, don't you... Nintendo's going through a lot of trouble here to give us these presentations and bring us these surprises, and people are dead set on trying to ruin them at every turn.
It really is too. That's something that people kind of don't even seem to realize is that every all the other announcement of new games coming out and everything like that, they just kind of happen with press releases,
right?
And it's like, okay, those are fine, but Nintendo puts in that effort, that extra bit of effort.
Yeah, and they don't have to
give us these. They don't have to at all, yeah. And it's like of course, from their end, of course, they don't have to, and they know that people look forward to this, and it keeps it keeps their name on our minds. So of course there's benefit for them.
Yeah.
But for us, you know, it's a bit of excitement, you know, getting a chance to.
I think we
you know.
I think we joked about the fact that the Pokemon Direct didn't show us anything concrete for the next generation because of the leak. That they kind of like pulled back because they were like, "Oh, fine, like if you guys want to be that way," which I doubt it, but
I doubt it, but I do. No, I doubt it, but I honestly am waiting for that day to happen where something gets leaked and they're just like, "Screw it, we're canceling the Direct because everything was leaked."
Yeah.
Like I would not be surprised, and it's just like, yeah, you know, it's like one day that's just gonna happen, and it's just gonna be like
the one thing that I'm incredibly thankful for.
Or I'd love to see a leak, and then have the Nintendo Direct like play into the fact that information got out there.
Oh, you mean the fact that
like they leak something that they know is going to make its rounds, and then in the Direct they hit you completely opposite something you didn't expect, and it's based along the line of that leak, but the leak was incorrect.
Well, it's kind of like it's kind of like when they revealed Robin for Smash Brothers, and they played off of the fact that there was that massive leak saying that Chrom was going to be in the game. So they kind of played that against us, and like that's kind of exactly like I think it would be funny if they do more than that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not entirely sure how the sync for the video is going to go either, but
hopefully it'll go alright. We did a couple of...
This is kind of a trial by fire, so whatever happens, happens. Unfortunately, they don't do Directs as nearly as frequently as they used to, so I'm going to have to remember everything we learned from this one for the next one.
Yeah. But, who knows, it might pick up with E3 season coming up.
I did tell it to go, but it stopped. What's going on?
It didn't start for me. Oh, there we go. Now it started.
Wow, that's way too loud.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to lower it a little bit myself.
Hi everyone.
There we go.
In here from Nintendo to deliver some new information about upcoming games. You may think you know all about our 2016 lineup, but we have a few secrets left to reveal about some games you may have heard of.
Well, I'd hope so.
With Star Fox Zero. So let's get going with someone who knows all about shooting for the stars.
Because currently what we know of, is not very...
Hi everyone. I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
I guess we really didn't do predictions for this, but then I haven't really had...
No.
The only prediction I really have is there's that one rumor that's been flying for a while about Mother 3 being localized. That sounds very believable.
Sure.
So they might do that, but...
Yeah, that's very believable. Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not a fan of the Mother series myself, haven't gotten into it. That's really the only reason why, before anybody says anything.
Right.
I just haven't really bothered getting into it. And, so because of that, like, if they release it, that's cool, But yeah, Star Fox Zero, we totally know it's coming.
This is just great to see more of this, because we haven't seen a whole lot of it yet.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
It's packed with dangerous bioweapons.
Like there's been some talk that they might be delaying it further, and the fact that we've seen so little of it kind of lends to that.
Kind of backs that up, yeah.
There are also a lot of alternate paths.
It was already delayed into April, I think we said the other day, right?
Yeah.
There is actually a branch in the path on the right.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that's getting quite close, and this is probably the most we've seen of this game ever, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, people did play this at E3 as well. I don't know exactly how much, but, there was to play. But they did have gameplay. They did have booths for people to get in. You remember those,
Oh, yeah.
we were able to see those booths, and it was just like they were inside one.
The player can use the new target mode and various maneuvers and other new attack strategies to battle Star Wolf.
You might have to bust out Star Fox 64 to get warmed up for this.
The goal you are shooting for is Venom and Andros, but of course, the gameplay is completely new. On the way, you'll realize that there are multiple paths available for you to reach the final destination.
So I think Star Fox 64 3D is one of the many games you have on your to-play list that you haven't gotten to
Yes.
yet.
There's also a two-player mode.
Yes,
One player can
that
fly
is
the
very
R-wing,
true.
while the other player aims and shoots. You can play this way cooperatively
Oh, that's
with your friends,
curious.
aim for high scores, or you can
Yeah,
get
that's
together with your
interesting.
family and just have fun clearing each level. Now, to those who have the Smash Brothers Fox amiibo,
Sure.
yes, you can use it. With it, you'll be able to play with the R-Wing from the classic Super NES game, and there might even be some other
Nice.
bonuses waiting for you. I hope you try it out. One more thing, I want to talk to you about a new game. Some of you may remember that I showed a game
yeah.
Oh,
a few
yeah.
days ago that was called Project Guard. This game is now complete and is called Star Fox Guard.
Okay.
Slippy's Uncle Grippy is busy with the
Grippy.
job of medals in space,
Oh, damn it.
but is under attack from all kinds of enemies.
Yeah.
In this game,
So,
you
will
use
this just be
Slippy's
like a
newly invented security
$5-10
system
eShop
to ward
title?
off these enemies.
Or is this like going to be part of Star Fox
I
Zero?
kind of expect it's going to be part of it.
In various locations to find and
I don't know.
attack the
I don't know
enemies
because
to
they said it
protect
was
the
like.
lanes.
I mean, it didn't seem like it was.
There are about 100 missions to play,
like,
but that's not all.
within the
You can
game.
also edit the placement of enemies, and then you can upload these enemy patterns online.
Well, that's pretty
so
cool.
Others can play them.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
You can play other players' creations,
I like
or
that
have
idea.
others play yours to earn precious metals. I hope you'll play Star Fox Guard with people from all around the world. Get good at changing those cameras. Speaking of changing cameras, let's switch it back over to Bill.
Wonder what happened to,
Okay.
Happy to
Giant
announce that
robot.
Both games, Star Fox
Yeah.
Zero and Star Fox Guard, will come
Oh,
packaged
it's
together
bonus
as a
with
set.
Star Fox God.
Those who purchase the digital versions can buy them separately in Nintendo eShop,
Okay,
or buy
yeah.
both games for the same total price as the packaged bundle. Star Fox Zero and
Same
Star
thing
Fox
as with
Guard
Bayonetta 2.
both launch on April 22nd,
Oh!
2016.
oh, looks
No
like they're
pushback.
not delaying it.
It's
Cool.
about time you showed up, Fox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Hope for our world. You know, there's another
Wow.
video game that's received
Only
a
hope.
number of
That's-
updates, and I think it's
In some
fans
ways,
may
that's
want
kind of
in
true
on
with
a
Wii
little
U.
Right?
It ain't over yet for Splatoon.
All right.
First, we'll be releasing an update that aims to balance some of the gear abilities and adjust various systems in the game.
That's so...
Which, yeah, we've barely been.
That's
like,
so
haven't really been
bittersweet
able
to
to, like,
me.
Improve some of the lesser used abilities
Yeah.
and make them more.
Because, yeah, it's great that they're still updating it. That shows that, you know, the game's doing very well. But, yeah, I can't play it now, so...
Elements to the Splatfests to improve the overall user
Yeah.
experience. This
And
first
I've just
update
not
will
been
be
playing
released
it,
next week
you
on
know,
March 8th.
myself.
The second
I got
update
no
we
reason
plan
not
will
to.
pertain mostly to weapons in the
Oh
game.
wow.
In addition to adjusting some already existing weapons, we'll be adding new weapon set recommendations. These combinations will feature a selection of some of the most popular and underappreciated weapons chosen by the owner of Ammo Knights himself, Sheldon. We'll be dividing this update into two parts, and the first will be
Okay.
arriving in April. We'll also be
What's with the
releasing
box?
information about
I don't
these
know.
weapons on our website and via our official
Yeah, that's what I was
channels,
confused
so
about.
make
What-
sure to check it out.
What's the box? Like I thought, are they
Next,
releasing
a
some of
Wii
these
U
guns
game you're all
in
expecting
real life?
that comes with some unexpected twists. Here's part of the opening movie in Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016
Okay.
Olympic Games.
That's true. That would come out during the summer, wouldn't it? Forgot about this. Hopefully, this doesn't end up as disappointing to people as Mario Tennis.
Yeah, that's true.
Mario Tennis.
I think, I think the last Olympic title was really disappointing, too. Like, I think that one did really poorly.
Yeah, I think that was Beijing. Winter.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
So am I seeing
Or-
this correctly, that they added all of the
or-
goddamn
so-
Koopalings and all of the freaking things from Lost World? Like, did I see that right?
Did they add all the people? I don't know.
I saw some of them, at least.
Actually, I think it was actually Sochi, not Beijing. I don't know when. Beijing.
I don't know, I can't keep my Olympics straight.
Yeah.
Or wait, We didn't know that this was coming to
Huh?
Wii U, have we? Wasn't this only a 3DS title?
Yeah, we did. I don't think so.
A new event is making its debut in the Rio 2016.
I don't
Yeah, I
know
don't
why
think
I'm
so.
suddenly thinking that. I mean, I haven't been following this one that closely,
Also a
so I
series
could
of
be
Yeah,
totally wrong there.
clearly not following it, but
Not to mention every Olympic
Yeah.
Games event in the game.
Or maybe it's that it's only
Or is
Wii
it
U and there's
only-
no 3DS.
maybe
Maybe
it's
that's
only,
what I'm
yeah, I was
thinking
about to
of.
say maybe
Mario
it's
and Sonic
only
in the Rio
coming.
2016
Yeah,
Olympic Games
yeah, I
launches
don't
on
see it
Wii
saying
U
3DS.
June 24th.
So it's not coming to
Keep you
3DS.
updated on the other events and more game details down the line.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I want those games to be good, but I'm pretty sure the last one... No, it is on 3DS, too.
Oh, no, I can see this. Okay. I don't know why they showed it separately later.
When Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games launches on the
And in
Nintendo 3DS system.
Oh. Okay,
Next,
so that's coming
let's
way
see what's
sooner.
new in Super
Maybe
Mario
they announced that one first or
Oh.
something.
6 months since the game arrived on Wii U,
Maybe.
and players around the world continue to upload exciting new courses every day. In fact, there are more than 6.
I skipped on this one. I think... Well, I know you have it. I don't know how much you've been playing it, though.
Since launch, we've added
Yeah,
new course
I
elements
picked
on
it up.
2 separate
I've
occasions.
played it a
And there
bit.
we go again. It's updated.
I've wanted to get into it more
Now,
than I
when you
have,
shake a thwomp,
really,
it'll
but
transform into
it's
a
not
skewer
bad.
from Super Mario World. Thwomps were already pretty beefy, but these are an even bigger pain in a good way.
Yeah.
Also, when you shake a P-switch, it'll turn into a key. Plus, shaking a door will now make it a key door.
Oh no, not
Yep,
keys.
you guessed it.
Oh,
Can't
they
open
added
one of those
key door.
without a key. Hide one in a block, or make an enemy hold one, and you can make levels where you can't advance without a key. Which means
Yeah.
you can now make courses with
Oh, at least it follows you and you don't have to carry it.
And if you shake a coin,
Yeah.
it'll change into a pink
Yeah.
coin. Collect them all, and a key will appear. That way, you can make an adventurous level
Ah.
where you have to find all the pink coins to win. These new course
Yeah.
elements definitely expand your puzzle-making horizons.
Interesting.
Also adding new elements to online play. The update
Oh, yeah,
will
'cause that
include
could-
a 100
yeah,
Mario challenge on a
That could
new
make it
Super
where you have
Expert
to collect some
It'll
coins
unlock
really
after
interestingly.
clearing Expert mode. And it'll dish
Yeah.
out a volley of 6 extremely tough levels.
Yeah, I haven't even been watching a lot of, like, what other players have come up with on YouTube or
Mystery
anything.
mushroom costumes. So even if you think you have them,
There's a lot of
give
stuff.
this new mode a try and see if you can get them all.
It's
Additionally,
definitely
the
something
Super Mario
where
Maker bookmark site
there's
will see
plenty.
additions such as ranking
Yeah, and
categories for
like
world records,
my worry of
first clears on courses,
perhaps not
inspiring
enough
new ways to create and
uh,
play in the main game.
content
This new
through
update will be available for
not enough
download
people
on March
interested
9th.
was totally blown out of the water.
Right?
There was way more people
Sometimes,
interested
one of the best
in
parts
making
of an
levels
RPG
than I thought there was
is
going to
its
be.
style. No
There's
one
still some
understands that quite
stupid
like
levels that are
The makers of
music
this
tracks
year's
in Auto
Wii U
Mario. There's still a
Tokyo
lot of
Mirage
those,
Sessions
Right.
but then
is a
there's
brand
plenty of
new
good
IP
stuff.
that takes inspiration from Atlus's own titles and the Fire Emblem series. It's an energetic fusion of the deep
Oh.
RPG
I kind of
Shin
keep
Megami
forgetting
Tensei.
about this.
game
Fire Emblem.
and the adrenaline
Yeah,
infused
'cause
fun of a
It's
huge
really not
title
geared
console.
towards us.
Every inch
No.
oozes
It's got
style,
Fire Emblem in
in-game
it, but
music
it's
videos
not-
and
It's not very
commercials,
Fire
to
Emblem-esque.
tracks from Avex, the company
No,
behind
no,
some of the
it's
biggest pop
it's
stars in
definitely
Japan.
for Atlas
Speaking
fans.
of, the game is based in Japan,
Which,
so we're keeping
Atlas
its
stuff
original
isn't
VO
bad,
track
but I've just
and
never
adding
gotten
in
into
the
Yeah.
subtitles.
There's, and then the Fire Emblem characters that are in it
You consider
look pretty
yourself a
strange. Like that was
JRPG
wrong.
fan, or
Right.
just someone daring enough to try something new. Look
Like,
no
eh.
further.
So
This
I
summer is
don't
now
necessarily understand. But
Tokyo
I mean,
Mirage
obviously they're
Sessions,
very
Sharp
stylized.
FE,
Oh, does it actually have a title now?
Apparently,
You may remember this next title from a Nintendo Direct last year. Lost Reavers is Bandai Namco's
Oh, yeah.
latest free-to-play online co-op action game. Team up with other adventurers online to fight zombies.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's another one that's like, I remember being really excited about that, but now I'm not going to be able to play it,
Yeah.
so...
on the
it was gonna be.
You'll need the wits to
Yeah, it
solve
was like, oh,
puzzles,
hey, that could
the
be
expertise to kill
interesting, but
bosses,
yeah,
and the firepower
internet.
to fight legions of undead guardians. Acquire treasure and successfully make your way back to complete the mission and receive your share of the spoils. As you go on
Huh.
missions, characters will level up, unlock more skills, and increase their funds so you can acquire new weapons. Each map also has a variety of different routes.
Yeah, it definitely does
puzzles,
kind of
and
look
enemy
like
spawns,
along those
so
lines of
levels
like
can be played and enjoyed
the type of stuff that
multiple
we've
times.
talked about
You
before.
can look forward to playing Lost Reavers in the open beta version.
In terms
coming
of
soon to
an
Wii U.
MMO that's just kind of like go out
Next,
on
let's paint the
almost
town
like
red,
a raid
and
sort
just
of
about
thing,
every other color.
and
In the
or
Paper
like just
Mario
go
series,
straight
we
into
Oh,
challenge
huh.
ourselves to
New
bring
Paper
something
Mario.
fresh to the
Oh.
action-adventure genre.
Yeah.
And this time, in Paper Mario Color Splash, the theme is
Colors.
colors and paint. As
All
such,
right.
the game takes place in a colorful paradise called Prism Island.
Paper Jam was awesome, but
Yeah, I know you
I don't know
really
if that'll-
enjoyed that. I
like,
haven't
don't know,
gotten to it yet.
Like maybe they brought out Mario. Maybe they brought out Mario
It's
and
up to
Luigi
Paper
Paper
Mario
Jam
to
first
do like
to
he
try to get
does
people
and
interested
set
in
off
Paper
on a
Mario
journey to
again.
bring color
Yeah.
to the land.
Yeah, I think you said that you like did a little research and found that even the people that like Paper Mario only like Thousand Year Door and admit that
Only
it's
like
the only good one.
You can even
Yeah.
splash paint
Um,
on colorless
Yeah.
fields.
And that's pretty much how I feel. I remember Thousand Year Door was really good, but the other ones were just totally meh to me.
You'll paint cards like this.
So this is
Yeah.
another one where it's like, you know, I hope it's good. Like, I want it to
Oh
be
wait,
good.
it's on Wii U as well.
Yeah.
Not on-
Powerful attacks.
Okay.
The latest
Oh well, yeah, I
entry in
guess
this
that's
beloved
true. Paper
series,
Mario has been
Paper
the
Mario Color
console
Splash,
launch,
is currently planned for release
while Mario and
in
Luigi has been
2016.
handheld. That's true.
Pikachu, Lucario,
Well,
Champ,
Sticker
Gengar,
Star was
many
on
more of
3DS,
your
so
favorite
it
Sticker
kind
Star
of...
was handheld, but
face
nobody
off
liked
in
Sticker
Pokken
Star.
Yeah.
Tournament for Wii U.
Now what they need to do is make a Mario and Luigi on
Oh yeah,
console.
that's
That would
true.
be
Pokken
fantastic.
Tournament's coming
Facing
out.
off against relatively easy opponents.
What's that?
But as you
They need to
win
make a Mario and
games,
Luigi on Wii U. That would be incredible.
of your absolute
Yeah, that would be
best.
great. Yeah.
Winning a fight in any mode earns in-game
Yeah, I forgot that
currency
this was coming
that allows you to
when
change the
they said
appearance of your
summer
avatar.
release.
Yeah, I was thinking about picking this up. I'm worried that it's not going to have enough solo content for me, though, to keep me
Users
busy.
need to rush in and deal
Right,
damage.
right.
Other Pokemon
Which
rely on their
is
brute
simply an
power to
issue because
dominate the
obviously
competition.
your current
Each
situation,
main
so-
battle Pokemon
Yeah.
and pairings of support Pokemon
Like,
can
yeah,
change
like,
the
it's
way
probably
you
got
approach the
enough,
fight.
like overall,
So
but
find your favorite
yeah.
combination
It's
Yeah,
to
if
suit your
if
it's hard
you're
to tell that there's such
To help you
just
determine
small
which
amount of
Pokemon you should
Pokemon
try
actually
first,
in it.
here's a few
Yeah.
highlights of main battle Pokemon.
The look they're showing,
Lucario uses
but it looks like they
powerful
probably showed
aura-based
off every one of
attacks
them.
to create a
I think they
Except
showed
maybe
the whole
Chandelier.
roster, yeah.
Did they show?
After
Did
activating
they show
burst attack
Chandelier?
mode,
Well, no, I mean the whole roster is revealed at this point, I believe.
into the battle, or
No, I meant in this video just now. I meant in this video now.
The
They've
champ
probably shown the whole
capitalizes
row.
on brute strength via rapid fire punches, damaging throws, and more to send opponents.
Because
reeling.
yeah,
This Pokemon
Nintendo
is a
put
real heavy hitter
a
and
fucking
forced to be reckoned
chandelier
with when up close and
in a
personal.
fighting game.
Yeah.
Last but not
Amazing.
least, Gengar pulls out every trick in the book to keep opponents guessing. If instantly
Yeah, I
appearing
decided to
throwing punches from out of
go for
nowhere
Twilight
or
Princess and finally get a Link Between Worlds
Gengar's
instead.
final burst attack move is
Yeah,
really the
yeah.
stuff of nightmares. For early adopters, an exclusive
Which I've been
amiibo
saying you
card
need to
of
try out
Shining
Link
U2
Between Worlds for
will
quite a
come
while
within the
now.
physical copy
Yeah,
of
everyone
the
has.
Pokemon game. So make
Yeah.
sure you grab it early.
Oh yeah, that's
as it
true. And
won't
there's even a
last forever.
there's even one character
Pokken
locked
Tournament
behind that
launches on Wii U, March
for Shadow
18th.
Mewtwo.
And to whet your
I think-
appetite for launch day,
I think you can just get it
Final
early
battle,
through the amiibo
Pokken
card.
Tournament early
I
I
access
think you can
limited
still
to
unlock it
Pokken
otherwise.
on
It just
March
requires
6th.
more work.
Okay.
And tomorrow, March 4th,
Mm-mm.
we'll return to the land of Hyrule,
Alright.
or journey there for the first time, to experience
Yeah.
an updated version of one
That's
of the
another
most
thing
This is
that,
more like
like...
this is more like spring releases
Zelda,
than summer
Twilight
releases though.
Princess
So
HD.
Yeah, that's
Visit
true.
our YouTube
There's not
channel to
really
watch
been
the
much for
Twilight
summer.
Princess
This is all, like,
retrospective
spring.
video series, and learn all about the making of the
This is
original.
another thing where I was really looking forward to doing a playthrough of Twilight Princess when this came out. I don't know if I'm going to try to wait
Launches tomorrow
until I can do that to play it, or if I'm just going to play it as soon as I
I
get it.
mean-
Nintendo 3DS. But no matter your
I mean, that's the
system
thing.
of
You
choice,
could
Nintendo has your back.
do it.
Because this month
I
also
obviously can't,
sees
you
the
know,
introduction
be,
of
you know, a
Nintendo's
secondary,
new
you know,
loyalty
watching you play it.
program, My Nintendo.
You could, you just
that
wouldn't be
means
able to
you
see
could do
anything
it.
that's happening.
Nintendo aims to
You're
offer
right,
a comprehensive
exactly.
and integrated experience that will reward you for interacting with Nintendo products and services.
Alright, this might be important.
Oh yeah, mine.
We should might be
The
we maybe
Nintendo
should be
account.
listening
Yeah,
to
that's-
this.
For Nintendo's first smart
We
device
should be.
app, Miitomo.
Pre-register
And sign up for a
Miitomo's
Nintendo account
bill.
now to
Okay.
become a My Nintendo member.
What was the coin
and
thing?
start earning My Nintendo Platinum points.
Platinum.
Stay tuned for more details to come.
Oh, they're not going into
Okay.
it that much
You know,
right now.
There's another thing you can look forward to
No.
in March, and it involves Amiibo. Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo
Oh,
Challenge is a special
right.
treat for all you
Eh.
Amiibo lovers out there.
Well, it's an amiibo title. That
I mean,
they're
it's
trying to get, you know.
it's exactly what I wanted them to do, but it's so far off the
It's
mark
better than
from what I
Amiibo
actually
Festival.
wanted to see them do.
It's better than Amiibo Festival.
Each mini
Maybe.
has their own powers too, like Mini Mario. who
I don't
can-
know. I mean, it's got
There are
gameplay.
some other really neat powers as well.
I mean, it's sad that
This
that's.
game will be available for
that's
early
an improvement.
access at participating retailers
But it's got
beginning
gameplay.
March
Amiibo
25th
Festival
with
doesn't
the
have
purchase
gameplay.
of
Yeah, I heard that was pretty outright.
Will also
You
be
pretty much
available
roll a
for
dice.
free
You pretty much roll a die and then pick a
eShop
direction.
on Wii U
And like,
Nintendo
there's not like
3DS,
mini games
beginning
the
April
way
28th.
like in Mario Party, you know.
In other Amiibo
or anything
games,
like that,
Series
so it's
4 of the
like-
Animal Crossing Amiibo
Or
cards
like the mini
on the
games
way
are
this year.
extremely uninteresting.
Also
Right.
keep an eye out
You know.
for the Isabelle Amiibo
I mean, I heard it's pretty damn adorable, but that's pretty much all it's got going for
Sure,
it.
sure, that's true. Yeah, That's cool, that she's putting out solo now instead of.
her summer outfit.
Oh
Now
god
let's
damn!
take
Are
a
they
look at what else is
releasing
new in Nintendo
4
for Nintendo 3DS?
Isabelles based
Virtual
upon her
Console is about
outfit?
to receive an upgrade exclusively on new Nintendo 3DS
Season.
systems. We'll begin releasing Super NES Virtual
Ooh.
Console titles, complete with new Nintendo
Cool.
3DS exclusive features like Perfect Pixel Mode, which displays each game in its original resolution.
My
Classic
big
games
obvious concern with this
are coming in
is, are we going to be using the new Nintendo system, the new Nintendo account system, so that we can
Nintendo eShop
bring stuff over that we already have on
Yeah.
other consoles?
following today's presentation.
Yeah.
We'll add to the lineup
Or you know the ones that we already have through
March 24th,
Ambassador title.
and then even more on April 14th.
Well,
The
Like half of
legendary
these are on the
games of Super
Ambassador
NES
title already.
yeah, but they're Game Boy Advance versions, not Super Nintendo versions.
I'm
Oh.
planning to turn my new Nintendo
Okay.
3DS XL into my own portable
Decent.
Super NES vault. I hope you do too.
I mean, I don't own that many Virtual Console titles because I haven't seen a point in buying them when they're
Oh, wait, no, there
exclusive
are.
to one.
But that didn't stop the developers of Game Freak.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Pocket Card Jockey, you'll play as a jockey
That's right, no,
who
yeah, it's
has
GBA
to
and
take a
NES
fast-paced,
game, yeah.
simplified version of Solitaire
My bad.
to propel your horse. through
Solitaire?
intense
What on
races.
earth?
As you clear cards, you'll earn Unity Power, which is used to move
Okay.
your horse on the track or saved for a boost
Okay.
in the home stretch.
Huh.
It's all about leveling up your horse through
Huh.
strategic positioning and placement on the track.
I mean,
As the level rises,
I don't really care about
Is
Solitaire,
this a
so...
free to play?
and you'll gain bonuses too.
I mean, is this a free to
Over
play?
time, you'll start to
Like-
win trophies for high-ranking races, which will draw
Or like a
in
$5
sponsors.
title or
And
something?
eventually, you'll retire your faithful steed, and then another, and pair them up on the farm
I-
to breed and train new ponies. Before you
It's
know
just
it,
so
you'll be
random.
surprised
Yeah.
just how deep such a simple game could be. Find out for yourself
Like, it-
when
like,
Pocket Card
it-
Jockey rides into Nintendo eShop for Nintendo 3DS in May.
Okay.
Next up, Azure Striker
It just
Gunvolt
looked
2.
along the lines
The
of
first game in
like.
the series featured the exciting,
Uh,
fast-paced
It just
2D
looked along the
action
lines of like
you would expect
Rusty's
from
Real
each
Deal
appearance.
Baseball and stuff like
Right.
that.
For
To me,
the
at first.
sequel,
I was like,
I
this
still
is-
have to get the first Gunvolt. I heard it was
Now,
good.
Gunvolt's rival Coven has joined the fray
Yeah.
as a playable character. Dash into enemies to lock onto them, then unleash a devastating.
So
home
wait a
run.
second. Wait.
But that's not all.
So
Yes, 2 of these have come out, and Mighty Number
Gunvolt-
9 is still not out. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So Gunvolt has released 2 games, and Mighty Number 9 does not ever release it.
Yet. From March 2nd till June
We're just,
Alright.
Was that just last
Alright.
night we were laughing because I found the files that I
Yeah.
made for the Mighty Number 9 thumbnail
Yeah.
for my playthrough, which I made over a year ago,
Yeah, because
that's when it was supposed to come
yeah, because
out.
I'd also asked.
Fire Emblem
Yeah, because
Fates
I'd also
marched
asked,
onto
hey,
Nintendo 3DS systems. And
Is
this month, a
Mighty
whole
Number
new
9 supposed to be in
path through
the
game
summer
will become
titles
available,
in this direct?
along with the
Maybe?
next installment in a series of downloadable content.
Okay,
This
Fire
third
Emblem.
path through the story,
Fates.
Fire Emblem Fates
Yeah.
Revelation, will do as its name implies and reveal many secrets you can't discover
Sure.
in the paths of birthright or conquest. When the Revelation path releases on March 10th, select
Wait.
Explore Fates in the title screen to connect
What?
to the
Does
journey.
Corrin wear
Purchase
gloves?
Revelation in-game for just under 20 real-world dollars. Once you purchase the path, a third option will appear at the Branch of Fate in Chapter 6.
I am
Sorry,
not
I should not go
sure
off on a tangent
now.
right now about how terrible that design is, but I was giving him all that credit for the bare feet because,
don't-
oh, well, he transforms
don't
and the talons have to be out. But in that cinematic, it showed him wearing gloves, so that doesn't even work for his hands.
And on March 17th, the map Royal
Did they
Royale
show
will be
gloves? I
released.
don't.
In this map, the siblings of both kingdoms will have to spar to determine
I don't
who
recall.
among them is worthy of the task. To save
Yeah,
an
actually, they might wear
alternate
gloves.
version of Corrin from another world. Each map is available at Dragon's Gate for the price you see on screen. But if you've purchased Map Pack 1, they're
Right.
already yours for the taking. And keep an eye out for even more DLC maps added weekly until April 21st. March onward, my heroic friends. The battle isn't over yet.
Yeah, I guess they
3
do
weeks
wear
from
gloves
today,
actually.
Hyrule
Mhm.
Warriors Legends will declare war on Nintendo
But yes, we
3DS
did.
systems.
We did
As
the other
fans of the
day
Wii U
give some
version
credit.
already know, the
Yeah,
game
I
when
was-
it comes to the shoe, when it comes to select shoes because of the transformation.
Yeah, because I realized that the armor kind of shifts with them.
You can even battle as characters from the
But then
Yeah,
if
yeah.
their hands aren't bare, the logic doesn't work as well.
Fans of the Wii U version
God, I
are
hate that
dedicated
character
to
design
fight
so
and
much.
Enjoy the amount of additional content.
Yeah,
And
it's
so, I'm
hard.
pleased to announce that Hyrule Warriors Legends will also have some new downloadable content available in 2016.
Oh yeah?
Oh,
Beginning on launch day, you can buy a season pass, which will give you access to 4 brand new DLC
Wait.
packs.
4
that
new
Legends
packs? Holy
or-
crap.
You'll get an exclusive bonus costume for Ganon.
wait, is that just Legends?
Ooh,
or is that
Tunendorf.
Also,
Warriors Legends. These packs will also be
Oh, nice.
available for purchase individually.
He looks slick too.
Anyone in the U.S. who picks up a
Well-
physical copy of Hyrule Warriors Legends will receive a download code for a free Nintendo
Sure.
3DS Hyrule Warriors Legends theme. And a transfer code will allow purchasers who own the Wii U version of the game to download and
Sure.
play as the 5 new characters and use Ganondorf's trident weapon from Hyrule Warriors Legends in the original Hyrule Warriors on Wii U. And finally, if you pre-order the game at GameStop in the US, you'll
Yeah, but
also
is there
receive
DLC
a special
only coming out on
edition
Legends?
softcover
Oh yeah, I hope it's
16
not
page
just the
character
one
art.
version. That would suck.
With it,
That's
you
what
can
it
learn
sounds
more about
like.
key characters and view concept art of various warriors and weapons, including the new hero Linkle and her mysterious compass.
which I'm not very keen
There's
on.
another new character
all.
flying our way, and she'll be available to download for free in both Hyrule Warriors Legends and
Oh.
Hyrule Warriors
Okay,
on Wii U.
so they said it is both
Medley
versions.
is free.
Cool.
The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker
Well,
was
no,
the
that's
game.
for free
Now,
though.
she and her
That's
harp are ready for
different
battle.
than.
Oh, that's true.
Add Medley to your
Packs.
roster as a free download, launching alongside
Yeah.
the release of the first DLC pack.
That's just,
Charge into
yeah.
battle when Hyrule Warriors Legends releases on Nintendo 3DS, March 25th. Next, let's brush up on our art skills with true masters of the craft.
huh?
Disney Art Academy is a fun
If that
game that
DLC
teaches
is
you
not
how
coming to
draw
the Wii
popular
U
Disney
version, then it's
Pixar
kind of like,
characters.
well, what's the
Lessons
point of
feature
owning the
a
Wii U
wide range
version
of
anymore? Because you could buy the
characters, and your
3DS, get the
instructor will
DLC for
teach
that
you how
way
to draw
better.
them step by
Yeah.
step.
You know, way more.
Draw
You know?
lines, color them in,
Like, are they just
add
making the
shadows and
yeah.
highlights as you're instructed, and voila.
'Cause, like,
I mean,
that's
I know
another thing,
that-
it's like,
I know there's a game
It
mode
would
that
be nice-
isn't on the 3DS version, but I don't think it's. I think it's just like challenge mode or something, so it's kind of like who cares?
Stars, glitter, clouds, and
sure.
sample artwork will include a
But I mean,
variety of
adventure mode
characters,
is on the 3DS
from Mickey
version,
Mouse
isn't it?
and Winnie the Pooh
Like, and I
I would
would assume the
assume
adventure
so.
mode is the game
to some of
in the
Pixar's
Wii U
best.
version.
And
I
yes,
mean, without adventure mode, the game would be completely
plus,
neutered.
you'll learn a
So
variety of art styles depending on the
Yeah.
illustrations you're drawing. So
Absolutely.
hone your skills and have some fun.
And that would be
with
adventure
Disney
mode
Art
of all the
Academy
ones
launches
that
on
released on the
Nintendo
DLC
3DS
too,
May
keep in mind.
13th.
I'd
Like,
hope so. Yeah.
so, like having all of those,
Default gave thousands
having all of
options
those on the
to choose
DLC is what
what
decided
they
to
were
make me
looking
buy
for.
it in the first
And a big
place.
part of
Right.
that was the
Because it was like,
exciting
okay,
jobs you're
this
Yeah,
is all
because you
definitely
have
on
like
to learn.
hundreds of hours of gameplay there.
Across the world, you'll encounter dozens of jobs that each bring different
Oh, yeah.
strengths to the table. As for today, I thought I'd spotlight a couple
Bravely
of the
Second.
jobs that are new to the sequel. Bravely Second End Layer, which is fast approaching.
I haven't really been paying attention to this one because
But I assure
I-
you, the wizard is
I actually am in a bit of an RPG phase right now.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested in picking up the first one, but it's like
Powerful strategy,
not easy to find copies of, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, that is true.
Healing spells,
I mean,
White
you could get it digital,
And then
but
Yeah.
there's the
you know.
Catmancer. They learn the moves of the
Even
monsters
then,
you
that's still
encounter,
$40
and then
probably.
train
I
paths
Getting it digital.
think it's 30.
Although that's
in
cheaper than
exchange
getting
for
it third.
treats.
Oh well, it's better
One way
than
to
getting
test
it
out some
third
cool
person,
jobs
you know,
is with the
third party
upcoming Bravely Second
sales.
demo.
Yeah.
You know.
The demo story revolves
Oh boy,
around
there we go.
Cavalier,
there's a Bravely
an elite
Second demo,
band
so
of
that
Crystal
could
Guard knights
that
who
could
are
keep you
holiness,
going for another 50
Anya's
hours.
Liege,
Probably.
dispatched.
Yeah, I think I played the first
Because you
game's
put that-
demo for like 10 hours or something.
This side
I was like, this is
story
ridiculous.
You put a lot of time in
free demo
sound
when
of it.
launches in Nintendo
When I remember
eShop
that it,
March
when it
10th.
came out.
Best Buy Gamers Club Unlocked members will also receive a unique
What?
16-digit code to access the demo early on March 7th.
Oh.
Playing the demo
That's
will
kind
give
of
you play
random.
bonuses you can transfer into the full version of the
Yeah.
game when it becomes
Yeah.
available for purchase. And if you're so inclined, you can pre-purchase
What
the
moon-based
game.
population?
You caught that too? Like what?
Yeah. Like what?
Right now, there's another great
Context desperately
Yeah.
needed.
The free demo for the original
Yeah.
Bravely Default is still available in Nintendo eShop. When you're ready to jump into the sequel, there's also a collector's edition of Bravely Second End Layer
Oh.
that will include the game, a
Oh.
soundtrack CD,
I was
and
thinking it was the
this,
whole thing.
the official art book. It'll give you a bigger, better look at the series' memorable
Yeah,
characters,
and there's probably about 5
landscapes,
copies of this that
monsters,
are already
and
sold out
much
by the
more.
time.
Well, keep in mind this is Square Enix, not Nintendo, so.
Stay tuned to our YouTube channel this month for
It's
our
true.
new Bravely Second
It's
End
true.
Layer video
Yeah.
series. Bravely
I
Second
don't- I
End
mean,
Layer
even
launches
then, though,
exclusively
I
on
mean-
Nintendo 3DS systems
I guess-
Even then,
April
I guess we
1st.
should clarify that the
Pretty-
context there is that the pre-orders for the Fates
Fire.
Fans have been clamoring for.
special edition did not go very well on Amazon.
Has been completely remade for Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah.
It's essentially a brand new game.
And
The world
everything.
has been
Like, those
rebuilt,
were sold out
the
everywhere
characters have new
within,
3D models,
like, 2
and
hours.
The story has been
So,
completely
not even just Amazon.
retranslated.
I have never played a Dragon Quest
Young
game.
son of a famous fisherman who wants more from his life than
Just gonna
fishing.
toss that
I've
out there.
tried a Dragon
He
Quest
sets
game
off on an adventure
on
with the mischievous Prince
the
Kiefer
original
and a
Game
clever,
Boy.
headstrong girl
Was it the
named
original
Maribel.
Game Boy or Game Boy
Using
Color?
a fragment detector,
It was
the
one or
trio
it was
search
one of
the
the
world
two.
for
But I
fragments
didn't
of
get
stone
very far.
tablets. After putting the tablets together again, they warp to the past.
So like I
in
never
order
really
to save the
developed
present.
a big interest.
Along the way, they'll engage in classic turn-based
But yeah,
combat
I remember
and gain
fighting
access
slimes.
to more than 30 classes with
That's
powerful
like the
abilities.
like the big
With
thing.
art
Oh,
by
I guess I played Rocket Slime. That was a pretty badass game.
series, this is pure RPG goodness. Dragon Quest VII: Fragments of the Forgotten Past launches on Nintendo 3DS later this year. In Japan, there's a game known as Monster Hunter Cross, the latest game
Oh,
in the
please.
Monster Hunter series.
Oh,
And
please.
now it's coming west as Monster Hunter Generations. With the new style system and hunter arts,
I didn't actually think we were going to get this,
Monster
ever.
Hunter experience ever. And you can get a taste
Yeah.
of what's to come in this debut trailer.
Not actually. Although it's probably cinematic.
Well, damn, there goes like 400 hours of my life when that game comes out.
Right? The only problem is no multiplayer for you.
Yeah, depends on when it comes out, I guess. If it comes out late enough in the year, I
Yeah.
might have chance to alleviate that problem.
That is true. Yeah. Watch, it's coming next week. You know?
Yeah. It's out today.
Yeah! Yeah, if I recall correctly, they take maps from all the generations, basically. and
I
put it
believe
together.
so.
Which actually, I guess that makes sense, because they're calling it generations, and
Yeah.
they're also taking enemies from multiple generations. Looks like mounting is still there. Looked like jumping was there.
We'll
at
have
least.
more to say about the game in
So-
the future, but for now, a quick shout out. Anyone who plays Monster Hunter Generations on a Nintendo 3DS with Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate save data present on it will receive bonus content in the new game.
Oh, cool.
As a special promotion, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate is being offered at a special price of $19.99 in Nintendo.
Go
eShop
buy it right
for
now if you
$40
haven't yet.
starting today at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Pacific time.
Yeah, if
4
you haven't
was
played
so
Monster Hunter
good.
4,
And a great reason to get hyped for the
it was
next
awesome.
Here's another. I'm happy to announce that Monster Hunter Generations
Oh,
will
jeez.
feature a special
What?
collaboration armor set based on Marth from the Fire Emblem series. To see the full-length trailer of this collaboration, head over to twitter.com/Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Generations will be available on Nintendo 3DS.
You know what sucks about that?
2016.
No Wii U
There
release.
was one game we introduced
What?
that left fans with some questions. Today,
Yeah.
Kensuke Tanabe, the producer of the Metroid Prime series, is here
I
to
don't know,
help
like,
you
then again,
understand
like,
how Metroid Prime
Monster Hunter
Federation
has mostly
Force
been a
become
portable
an
series
integral
anyway,
part
so I'm
of the
not...
Metroid Prime universe.
Yeah,
Anime-san?
I think
Like,
I just...
its only console
everyone.
releases
I'm
were on
Kensuke
Wii and
Tanabe.
Wii U, right?
I started.
No, I
it was
think there were
only
some
console
PlayStation
releases.
So
releases,
it's
I
been
think.
about 15 years. since I
Maybe
first
in
became
Japan
the
only?
producer of the Metroid
Probably,
Because
Prime
this
yeah.
bunch of stuff has been.
Today,
Yeah.
I want to introduce you to the newest installment. in the
Federation.
There's
Metroid Prime
this
series,
thing.
Metroid
Which
Prime
I'm very
Federation
mixed on.
Force. Being a new
Like, it,
title in a
like,
series we deeply
I don't know.
love.
It looks like it could be fun
As the development
but
team,
it
we
looks like it
approach
could be
with
fun
great passion and effort.
if you have 3 people to play with. You know?
Yeah.
Development on this game started.
And I'm not sure if
2000.
it has online play or
At
if
that
it's just
time,
local.
We started with the
Forget if
idea
we
of
learned
developing
that.
a new online multiplayer-focused Metroid Prime title for a
Oh,
handheld
online
system.
multiplayer focus. There we go. So they did answer that it was.
Yeah,
online.
online helps a
Early
little bit.
experiments began in collaboration
It helps
with
a
our
bit,
rival
yeah.
partners at Next Level Games.
But I'd
who I
rather,
had worked
you know,
with on
have
Mario
some.
Strikers for
So
years.
that's what Next
Strike
Level's been up to.
Kicked off official development then, but at that point we were working on the Nintendo DSi. And with the DSi, it became clear
Although, what's
that
Retro been up to? Like, geez. We haven't heard anything from them in a while.
Yeah,
When
right.
we saw the new Nintendo 3DS a few years later,
Yeah.
for one thing, we knew that the Nintendo 3DS would address our performance issues. And we were also excited about the expanded control options provided by the C-Stick. At that point,
Yeah.
we decided to restart the project.
So we should be taking
so
this
this is
in
a
here
project that
where...
The story of the
Yeah, people were complaining about that. We've been asking for a Metroid title, and this is what they gave us. Except if you listen here, they're saying this game's been in development for a long time
we had never
because they
Yeah,
couldn't get it to
this
work
game's
on the
been in
DS.
development since the
So,
original
I've been wanting to do it for
Yeah.
10 years, so I was ready and
Yeah.
excited to try. But
like, I mean, it still sucks that it's not what Metroid fans wanted, but you can't hold that against them and say, oh, they gave us this instead of a real title because they've been working on it a little bit too long for
Yeah.
that.
using the Galactic Federation
That's
soldiers
also-
as the main
like,
characters was the
Admittedly,
natural
that
course
also
of
makes
action
sense
for this
since
game.
the style
Another theme
looks
we wanted
a
to add to
little
the game system
like
Yeah.
was the idea,
DS rather
like an
than
RPG,
3DS.
of players having
You
the
know?
ability to choose their
Like,
own
it's a little
distinct
bit-
roles in the game.
You know,
Yeah, like-
looks a bit old.
A warrior,
I don't remember exactly when the
Like, that's
DSi
just-
came out, but I feel like this was probably being made when Metroid Prime 3 was still coming out.
and players must have
Yeah,
built
he
and
said
mined
that
themselves
they've
based
been
on
wanting
movement
this for
before
10
taking them on a
years.
mission.
Right.
So, for example, if you carry a lot of repair capsules,
Like,
the
it doesn't
map
look
player
10
becomes
years
sort of
old. I mean,
healer.
but it looks.
and if you take on
It
all
looks
the
like
missiles,
something that
then
you
become
would
a
see
warrior.
late in the
I
original
would love
DS
to explain
lifestyle.
more about
Yeah.
that
It,
aspect of
life
the
cycle.
game,
You
about
know,
the character's art style,
it looks like
and why we created Blast Ball.
comparison to like
So-
Black and White too. You
But-
know.
Let's save that for another time. What I can say for sure is that Metroid Prime Federation Force is a game that absolutely belongs in the Metroid universe. That, I promise. Please take a
Sure.
look at this video.
Samus Aran's solitary war on the space pirates terminated their phase-on experiments on Metroids. But the galaxy is not at peace. Recognizing a need to combat the space pirate menace, the Galactic Federation launched Project Golem, a top-secret program to develop mechanized battle armor based on the technology in Samus Aran's power suit. The most elite members of the Galactic Marines were chosen and put through intense training.
Oh wow! How
to
big
form
are
what
these
would become
things?
The Federation Force.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that those things were suits.
Their first mission
Yeah.
is to survey
Well, yeah.
the
No, they're
three-planet
suits, but
Bermuda
then
and
are these
reclaim
people
an
really
abandoned
tiny,
Federation
or are the suits really
outpost on
huge?
the resource
I think the suits are just big.
Excelsior, which was devastated by
Okay.
a meteor crash 20 years ago, plunging
'Cause, like, it-
into an ice age.
Because like it almost looks like it's Kerbal Space Program, you know,
Oh, yeah.
type characters. Like that's how small they were. So I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
I think,
are these
I
just,
think
like,
that's
regular
just the
stuff?
style.
Yeah, yeah.
On Excelsior, all that stood in the way were mere ice hoppers. But then the team came face to face with a well-known threat they weren't expecting. Space pirates.
Of course, space pirates.
The
Always
only way
space
to
pirates.
survive is to work as a team,
Yeah.
to master their mechs.
I forget when I was replaying the Prime trilogy, and in one of the games, like, it just turned into that, where like every few minutes I was like, of
Yeah.
course, Space Pirates, of course.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't over yet.
Is the guy doing the voiceover for this one of the guys from Treehouse? It sounds like one of the guys.
Stay tuned for
It
more
might have been.
information on this
I don't know
next
which one.
chapter in the
It
Metroid Prime universe.
sounded like it.
We'll also be hosting several hands-on opportunities, starting with WonderCon in late March, so I hope you'll try the game out for yourself. Metroid Prime Federation Force releases on Nintendo 3DS systems late spring 2016. Next, I'd like to announce a game that combines some great selections from some great games. Rhythm Heaven on Nintendo DS, Rhythm Heaven Fever on Wii, and more. Introducing Rhythm Heaven Megamix, which will be coming to North America this
I was gonna say, didn't we know about this already?
Nintendo 3DS offers more than 100 rhythm games. 70
I don't actually know.
We just didn't know if it was gonna be localized or not.
The original Game Boy Advance game, which was never released in North America. There are also
Oh, yeah, he did
brand new
say-
rhythm games. So replay a classic or tap into a new one when Rhythm Heaven Megamix launches later this year. Now, let's take a look at one last game. It has a lot of my coworkers tickled pink. Kirby's headed back to the Nintendo
Aw.
3DS family of systems. This time, invaders have mechanized Dreamland.
What's going on?
To restore his home to its original form, Kirby must rise up. At first, the game may look familiar. The Pink Puff will travel through stages by jumping back and forth between the foreground and background, while using more than 25 copy abilities. Of course, there will be new copy abilities.
I guess it is about time for
Dr.
the
Kirby.
In this game, Kirby will use his new
Nice.
enemy's tech against them.
What?
Robot
Oh,
armor
nice.
is extremely strong, to the point where it can actually destroy obstacles that stand in Kirby's way. Take
And suddenly it's a Mega Man X game.
yeah, suddenly it's Mega Man X.
abilities
Yeah.
and use
Like, what?
modified versions of them
What?
called
Look at how many
modes.
versions there are!
Robot armor can use more than 10 modes.
Oh my
No matter
gosh!
what, Kirby and his Robobot armor will deliver 2 types of action for twice the fun. There's also a separate mode included in this game called Team Kirby Clash. It lets up to 4 players join forces to battle against powerful bosses. You'll select one of 4 roles and participate in a co-op quest to defeat a boss. Supporting your team by utilizing each role's abilities is the key to victory. While you play, you'll find
Again, the disappointing thing for me here is that it's a 3DS title.
Meteor to inflict major damage.
Yeah.
For the first time in a Kirby game, when you complete a quest, you'll gain experience points. And as you level up, your abilities will grow more powerful. That way, you can take on
Alright.
more
So it's
difficult quests.
Kirby RPG is built
Kirby
into.
Clash is available for download play as well, so you can play with friends.
Sort of, but at the same time, it's
Or
just
you can play
like the
alone
levels
with
only
sidequests.
matter in this multiplayer
In addition,
boss
this
battle
title is
stuff.
compatible with Amiibo.
What
Tap
the
them to
hell
give Kirby
kind of
copy
area is he
abilities
going
in the
through
game.
now?
Some Amiibo will even give you character-specific abilities. For instance, tapping the Mario Amiibo will give you the fire ability. And tapping the Link Amiibo will give you the sword.
Should have had Mario's hat too. That would have been adorable.
In fact, if you tap any Amiibo, something is sure to happen. So try it out sometime.
Oh, they're bringing the Smash ability back.
Planet Robobot on June
I
10th.
forget which
Yes.
game that was in.
Smash Bros. Kirby.
Series Amiibo.
If you use the Kirby amiibo, you get the Smash Bros. Kirby
Meta Knight,
ability.
irreplaceable Waddle Dee.
Oh,
Tap any
new
of
ones.
these Kirby
Nice.
series amiibo, Kirby will receive a copy ability. You'll also get a costume unique to each figure. Not to mention, the Kirby figure grants him a power you can only get in this
Like
game.
those look like they were pretty good
The
too.
UFO ability. Who knew Kirby was such a tech guru? Kirby Planet Robobot will mechanize your gaming
Planet
world on
Robobot.
June 10th. Thanks
Alright.
for tuning in to this Nintendo Direct. When we have more to review,
So
we'll let you know.
See, that caught my eye more than Triple Deluxe did.
yeah, that's true. That said, was the Kirby game the only game we didn't know about?
I think so. aside
we
from
learned
like some
Monster Hunter
surprise
Generations was
localizations.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the only announcement was the Kirby game.
I mean, I wasn't really expecting a bunch of reveals, so
Sure. I mean, it's still. There wasn't anything surprising, really. Like, I mean, there was the Monster Hunter, which is cool.
Yeah, Monster Hunter is like the big explosion there.
Yeah.
Because I never thought
Monster
we
Hunter
were going to get that.
Yeah, and it sounds like we're actually getting it sooner than expected as well.
Yeah, I think it said summer.
That's only about a year and a half after Monster Hunter 4U, which is really quick for us to get another Monster Hunter game.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I was expecting, okay, they're going to release that one, and then they're going to release 2 more versions of it in Japan. Then we'll get it. You know?
Right. Yeah, because Monster Hunter 4 came out in Japan, and then they released Ultimate, which came out in both. I figured, that it was going to be cross in Japan, and then it was going to be cross Ultimate or whatever, and then that would come out here.
Right.
I think 4 sold incredibly well here, though, so maybe they're kind of having a change of heart there.
Yeah, that is true.
I think that was like the show stealer for me. Although that Kirby game did look pretty fun. Like I said, that
Kirby game does look
stuck out to me a lot more than Triple Deluxe did. It's good that they're not delaying Star Fox. That's good. Right. It's exciting that they're doing more DLC for Hyrule Warriors. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, I gotta check that out, because is that Hyrule Warriors Legends DLC only? Or
I hope
can
not.
we
I hope it's for both.
Get it all for let's see here. I don't see any new information on it on
They might have
Hyrule
said,
Warriors.
and we just didn't hear it.
That's true, but I think they did say Hyrule Warriors Legends DLC. That's the thing.
It's possible.
So it's like
we'll go back and soak it in and see what we might have missed, because there's probably more than a few things we missed, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that will be it for now. I expect there will be at least one more direct before E3. Maybe 2, but probably only one. So if this went well enough, we'll probably do that too, and we'll probably be here for E3
well,
then.
E3 is June 14th. So that's pretty much just over 3 months.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think maybe another one?
Yeah, I could see one in
one.
May, maybe. Or even early June.
Yeah, I could see one either in May or in like late April, maybe. Something like that. For another.
They could even do what they did for the Wii U and have a direct before E3 that is revealing the NX.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, that's like, I think reactions are about all we can do right now. But I'll try to pick up doing those again at least.
Legends.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Going. Yeah,
we'll dig. I'll see if I'll talk to Bill and Dusty. Maybe they made note of it and we didn't catch it.